Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Lika Kenobi. And before we get started, guys, please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, Nerdrotic and why they hate Lord of the Rings, the scourging of the Tolkien. All right, so I stumbled upon this video yesterday when I was doing my when I was taking a break and everything and all, and I saw the video on what is going on and why are people hating on Lord of the Rings, bro, on JRR Tolkien himself. And now I know Gary, he is a Middle Earth mythologist. He knows about the lore of Rings of Power. I mean, the Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, the Hobbit, and other books, stories due to Middle Earth and all that. And apparently, the showrunners, they don't give a damn. So, of course, they treated the orcs, when they were all black and everything, the orcs, they all colored themselves black and everything. It's like J.R.R. Tolkien is calling them racist, which they're not. Orcs are orcs. They're monsters, basically. I mean, what, you expect them to be white orcs? It's like, dude, J.R.R. Tolkien just described what kind of creatures they are and everything and all. So then you have the Uruk-hai, half elf, half orcs. So that's why they're called Uruk-hais. And they're badasses, But let's take a look at this. All right. Gary published a video about the recent desecration of John Ronald Reuel Tolkien's work in Academia, deeming it problematic and prejudiced against dark-skinned people. But how on one may ask, could these people now despise a man who paved the way to modern fantasy and was an overall champion of keeping the countryside untouched by man? Hating the Industrial Revolution, well, it's those pesky morals and devout Catholic learnings that Academia hates the most. So here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I grew up with this. My first showing of J.R.R. Tolkien was The Hobbit, which was this. Let me show you. Which is this. This is what I grew up with. This type of animated show. This is what I grew up with. That was my first thing I saw, was The Hobbit. The Hobbit was the first that I saw. And then after The Hobbit, there was The Lord of the Rings, and then there was Return of the King, and they were good animations, bro. They were very good animations. And then, of course, I read the books. I read The Hobbit, and I love the story. And then, of course, when the Lord of the Rings movies was coming out with Peter Jackson, I got the book and I read it. And let me see if I still have that book. I think I have it. I'm not sure. Ah, here it is right here. Here it is. Here it is right here. Lord of the Rings. Look how thick that was. And I read it. It has Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King in this book. And I read it. I read all of it. And I loved it. Now, in the movie, there were scenes that I was reading here that did not show that was in this book. But it still was good. It was perfect. It was a good movie. Even The Hobbit, when The Hobbit came out, I love The Hobbit. Now, they did do a little change with Thranduil, I think it is. Thranduil, the elf chick, was in love with Legolas and a dwarf, Gimli. So I was like, but I ignored it and I got out of it, I got out of that, but I didn't remember in the books that mentioning that. I did not remember the book in The Hobbit they mentioned that part. But that's Jerry. That's Peter Jackson's take on it. That's him looking at it. But like I said, dude, I mean, this what they're doing is totally ridiculous. Let's read more about it. Now, I could play this video, but you guys can find this. It's in YouTube and everything. I'm not gonna show this video, but trust me, guys. I looked at it. I send this out to my cousins. There's a lot to learn about this, bro. A lot of history. So here we go. However, the attacks on Tolkien did not start recently. Many attacked him while he was still alive, though none so egregiously as what Amazon did to the late professor's work with Rings of Power, which spat right in the face of everything Tolkien created. Yeah. As stated in the course now taught at the University of Nottingham, how Tolkien used the orcs and other evil henchmen of Sauron was an allegory for black and brown people, while the fairer skinned characters were always depicted as vigorous. It's clear these people have never picked up any of Tolkien's works. If they have barely skimmed the text and believe they understood it. Never once did Tolkien depict one race as superior in the sense that Dr. Onyeka Nubia, a United Kingdom professor, proclaiming Tolkien was racist. I mean, dude, it's a fantasy, man. It's a fucking fantasy. I mean, why? Jesus, God. I mean, dude, it's just a fantasy, an adventure. I mean, there are times that I dream that I'm in this type of adventure, man. There are times I dream about something like this, man. And it was great, and it'd be great. But come on, dude. Oh my God, dude. And that's why you have these showrunners that ignore the source material, that don't go by the source material, and they change a lot of things, bro. Because dwarves that I've read and I've heard, they're supposed to be bearded. All dwarves, male and female and children, are supposed to be bearded. And of course, the black chick, they didn't give her a beard. And then, of course, there was never a black elf in the series, in the movies, and on the stories. They put a black elf in there. I just don't understand what is going on, dude. And it is just so ridiculous, bro. It is just so ridiculous. Never once did Tolkien make any of the races of Middle-earth better than the rest. Yes, there were evil creatures like the orcs, created by Morgoth Melkor to mock the beauty and intelligence of the elves. Described as literal demons in the text, the dwarves, while fair yet ruddy in the skin tone, are not necessarily evil but greedy. I mean, shoot! In the Lord of the Rings Fellowship, Gimli did not like Legolas at first, but during their time of their adventure, they kind of became friends. So I mean, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with these people now, man? It's a fantasy, man. A plain fantasy. But you guys are ignoring the source material. Dude, if you try to destroy a franchise, bro, you're going to end up losing money, man, and losing viewers. There are also the dwarves of Belagost who committed the terrible murder of Thingol due to the latter refusing them the Nauglamir necklace, which they crafted with a Silmarari as payment. Then there's Fëanor, who offered the burning of the ships, which resulted in the first king slaying amongst the elves. Even Fëanor's sons committed their kinslaying. The men of the West were also flawed, particularly when the numerous committed human sacrifices to Morgoth, or the Black Numerians. No, the name does not refer to skin color, but to what cruel oppressive rulers they have been to the people. a place called Umbar. I mean, God bless, dude. Guys, come on, man. It's obviously, bro, that you got people that are just plain stupid, bro. That don't see these showrunners in the Rings of Power, bro. They're so stupid. They don't know the lore. They don't do their homework. They don't look up the source material. They don't even talk to the fans, bro. They just talk to the woke mob. Like, yeah, go ahead, get a female heroine in that movie, get a girl boss moment in that movie, man. Make it work, man. Yeah, they made it work, all right. Yeah, they made it not do well in the viewership. I mean, look how long it's taken them to make a season 3. I mean, when did season 2 come out? Let me see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I'm gonna do my research, man, on this. Okay. Power. All right, right now they're saying that the season 3 is coming out in 2026. You know, so I mean, there has not been no talk about it. There has not been anything. So I don't know what they're doing, dude. There hasn't been no news about it. The latest what I've heard is that they don't know what they're doing with it. They don't know what they're doing. Because right now what I've read is that they're trying to do it years later after what happened with season 2. Like I said, dude, they are mixing other stories, trying to combine it together, but it's just so wrong. It's so stupid. But like I said, dude, I will always respect the lore. I will always respect The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. That's what I will always respect, bro. The other stuff, the other one, Rings of Power, I'm not. I will never respect it. I'm sorry, dude, but it's just a flop. A total flop. So you guys let me know in the comments what do you guys think. So please, by all means, share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. And I hope to see you guys until next time. Bye, everyone.